Well, we have a lot to cover today because with these EV tax credits, there's so many questions, and my inbox has been absolutely flooded with questions about these tax credits. And last night I started to put together all the details to try to consolidate all of this in a way to make this as easily understandable as possible, as I normally do with these tax credits. And today's video is going to be focused specifically on that. So the tax credits, there's a lot of questions right now. What if I bought a car last year? How do I claim that this year? What do I need to have from Tesla or whoever I purchased from? And for this year, I see Tesla still is not offering point of sale tax credit. Why is that? So make sure you're subscribed so as these updates happen, you're notified. And we have a lot of updates coming this week. I appreciate the like, help sharing this video, getting it to as many people as we can so that they're in the know as well. So with that, let's dive into the details. The first question that you have right now is, where is Tesla on these tax credits? It is January 7th and they're still not offering them. What happened? Where did they drop the ball? Well, keep in mind, this is not just a complicated rollout of a complicated program. This is the government we're talking about. Tesla has indeed filed everything that they need to do to be registered to offer these point of sale tax credits. And as of December 29th of last year, even the Treasury themselves confirmed that Tesla did register. So they are in the system. They have done their part. So the issue lies somewhere between Tesla and the government. Right now, there are some delays. I don't know specifically what those delays are, but just know Tesla is registered to do point of sale tax credits, but for one reason or another, they're unable to do this in real time. So in the coming days, I've heard January 8th and I've heard January 9th as the dates that we anticipate seeing Tesla be able to offer these point of sale tax credits. And that very well could be the case. It could also be later this week, but the point is it is a matter of days, not weeks, that Tesla is going to start offering this at time of sale. And that's important, of course, because you want that $7,500 when you go to buy the car. Now, keep in mind, once this is in place, do not think for a second that Tesla is going to continue to offer discounts on inventory once this is rolling. As a matter of fact, it is my opinion that as soon as this is active, every discount on Model Ys or the Model 3 Performance, anything that's qualified is going to go away immediately. So as soon as this rolls out, there will be an update on the website. Those prices will no longer be discounted. So we're kind of in a weird situation here, and some of you are rolling the dice, and I personally would probably roll the dice too, placing an order and hoping that this rolls out by the time you go to take delivery. And because you have a window to take delivery, there's probably not a whole lot of risk in this not happening in time for you to take delivery of that car. So you can lock in a discounted price, and hopefully the $7,500 tax credit is available when you go to take delivery. If that all works out, you're going to get a price you're not going to see for a while, plus get that $7,500 at time of purchase. It's a decent strategy, and I think a lot of you are smart for trying at least to make that happen. Worst case, you're out $250 and you can cancel your order, but I don't think you're going to have to do that because we're days away from this happening. I have a really good example here. I'm looking at a local Model Y. It's a long range, all-wheel drive for $48,990. It is basically the base long-range Model Y you can get today. They have it discounted for $45,560. Now, if you were to purchase this and that $7,500 time of sale, point of sale tax credit comes into place, this will be $38,060 plus delivery, tax, title, and fees. So this is a very unique situation where you can actually get a long-range Model Y under 40 grand, potentially at time of purchase. So obviously there's taxes and other things involved, but the point is, this is going to go back up to $48,990 the day a point of sale is approved for Tesla. I promise you that it's extremely likely to be the case. So what about those of you who placed an order last year? There's actually some things you're going to want to look for and make sure that you have, because you actually have to file some very specific information to the IRS, and some of that information has to be provided by Tesla. The first thing that you need to look for, specifically for Tesla, you need to go into your account and look under documents for a document titled IRA Clean Vehicles Credit Report. This is Tesla's version of this document that you need. There's actually a specific form that the IRS has provided, Form 15400. This provides all the information that's required under law to help certify that this vehicle is indeed qualified for tax credit and for how much of a tax credit it's qualified for. Tesla is providing their version of this, and it will tell the IRS the VIN number, your name, how much the car was, all that stuff, so that when you file your taxes, you have your documented proof of what you bought and it being qualified. This will go alongside document 8936, which is the existing form that we've been using for a long time. It's been revised since then to accommodate new rules, but 8936 is the normal document that you're going to file. And whether you do a point of sale tax credit or you wait until you file your tax return, you're going to fill out 8936 both times, and you need that document, whether it's 15400 or the specific document from Tesla. You need both of those in both situations when you file your tax return. Now, if you look under documents and this form is missing, contact Tesla immediately. So if you purchased in 2023, you're missing this document, contact your local service center as soon as possible and get them to provide you this document. You need this when you go to file your tax return in order to get that tax credit when you file your taxes. Now, when we talk about those of you who purchased in 2024 already, or you're planning to purchase in 2024, there's a few things we need to discuss here, because first and foremost, those of you who have already purchased here between January 1st and today the 7th, or even in the next couple of days, there's a few things that you need to make sure you're staying on top of. First and foremost, you need that document from Tesla. So that IRA Clean Vehicles Credit Report, or Form 15400, you need that document from Tesla, and Tesla has to submit this document to the IRS certifying that it is a vehicle that is qualified for the tax credits. So a lot of people are concerned because they're saying Tesla has not filed this form, and in some cases that's probably true. But here's the good news. Rest assured, there was a deadline January 10th out there somewhere. The IRS has extended this deadline. So Tesla and other dealers who are registered have until the 16th now, and they have 3 days beyond that. So technically they have till January 19th for all sales between January 1st and January 16th to file this report. And that way you don't have to worry about you're going to file your taxes and find out your vehicle's not qualified because that form wasn't submitted. Tesla is working on this, and they do have an extended deadline from the IRS to get this done. So don't be alarmed just yet. This will be handled, but keep a close eye. If you don't see that form in your documents, they have not filed the form. And for the rest of you who are planning to purchase in 2024, as a reminder, if you transfer, which is your decision, you can transfer this to the dealer if they are registered. If you are trying to transfer this credit to a dealer who's not registered, they cannot do a point of sale credit, which is the whole issue at Tesla right now, because for whatever reason, they can't process this. But they have to be a registered dealer, which Tesla is, and they have to be actively submitting these reports, which is the issue we're facing right now with Tesla. So once you transfer this, it is treated as cash. You can apply this to the deal however you want. You can apply it as a down payment. You can apply it as a partial down payment and take the rest in cash. You can take it all in cash if you wanted to. But do understand it is subject to recapture only if your income exceeds the limits. So 150,000 for individuals and 300,000 for joint filers for new, and 75,000 for individuals and $150,000 for used vehicles. So as long as you don't exceed those income caps, it actually is still not a refundable credit. But if you don't have enough tax liability, they will not be going after recapture. So this is a workaround if you don't have enough tax liability to get the full 7,500. However, if you decide not to transfer it, you are subject to both income and tax liability requirements. So transferring to the dealer is obviously going to be your best bet. This will give you the best chance of getting the most of this tax credit. But again, it has to be a registered dealer. Now for income, you can actually use the year you placed the vehicle into service or the previous year for your income. So if you qualified under income last year, but you don't think you're going to this year, you actually can choose between those 2 years just for your income cap purposes, not tax liability, just income. So it gives you a little bit of flexibility in the ability to take this tax credit, giving you the maximum chance of being able to realize all of it. Now, whether you take the point of sale tax credit or you wait to file this on your tax return, You still have to file 8936, which has to also be accommodated with Form 15400 or whatever form the dealer is providing you with the relevant details. For 2024, we also have a new list of vehicles that are qualified. And if you go to fueleconomy.gov, this is where you're going to find all the vehicles that are officially qualified and for how much. And with these new rules that started January 1st, here's the list of those vehicles. As you can see, we have the Bolt EUV, the Pacifica plug-in hybrid, the Escape plug-in hybrid, the F-150 Lightning, the Grand Cherokee plug-in hybrid, the Wrangler plug-in hybrid, Corsair plug-in hybrid, the Rivian R1S, Rivian R1T, Model 3 Performance, all Model Y trims, and the Model X long range only in its base configuration. These are the only vehicles that qualify for some or all of that tax credit. No other vehicle on the market today qualifies for those. Throughout the year, there could be changes to this list, so if there's other vehicles you're looking at, manufacturers are definitely working on getting their vehicles qualified, so this list can change from time to time and will change from time to time. There is one vehicle that stands out as being missing from this list, and that is, of course, the Cybertruck. Why is the Cybertruck not on this list? Well, it's the same reason why the Model S is not on this list. The Model S would qualify on those requirements other than MSRP, and the Cybertruck is too expensive. Even though it starts at $79,990 for the dual motor, once you add in the Foundation Series, which is the only model that they're selling right now, it is not qualified. So they haven't even submitted the Cybertruck to be on this list. And until they stop selling the Foundation Series, don't expect to see that on the list at all. And it actually might be a good barometer to keep an eye on for when Tesla's going to stop selling Foundation Series and start offering the more affordable version without the $20,000 option package. So the basic point here is don't be alarmed. If you've purchased a vehicle, I know there's a lot of people pushing a lot of information out there that, hey, you're getting ready to get screwed. You're not getting ready to be left out high and dry. There is a lot of work being done, and the deadline from the IRS has been extended for Tesla to get the right paperwork in. It's not just for Tesla, it's for all dealers. So there is additional time to get this cleared up. And I know Tesla is working diligently to get this done to make sure that their customers are not getting left high and dry. So this is a summary of everything that's going on right now with these tax credits. Hopefully this summary helps certainly calm some people down who are freaking out. And for those who are just waiting, when am I going to get this point of sale tax credit to buy a Tesla? Any day now. So hopefully this is clear, concise, and wraps all these questions up into one small format here in this video. I do hope that this video was helpful, and I can't wait to catch you on the next one.